Yo, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Make sure y'all pull up. Make sure y'all pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. We here. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Yeah, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. Let me know where y'all are coming in from, man. Rochester, New York. New York in the building. What else we got? Tampa Bay in the building. NYC, Uptown Manhattan. Brooklyn in the building. What's good? He said, Jesus Christ. Birmingham, Jamaica, Montreal, Phoenix, East Coast, Memphis. Let's freaking go. New Orleans, the Bronx, Mississippi, North Carolina, Memphis, Barbados. Let's go. Let's go. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Houston in the building. What up? What up? Canada in the building. What up? Let's go. Let's go. This is crazy. This is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, are we about to witness the New York Knicks? The New York Knicks win the NBA championship. Are we about to watch this actually? I told y'all. I said it was a fantastic thing to see the Knicks. I told y'all. Even though I'm a Victor Wembanyama fan, we're going to get them in a minute. But I told y'all the energy is different when New York is doing good. Some people try to front, nah, son, New York ain't all of that. It ain't all of that. You from New York. Y'all think y'all this, y'all think y'all that. Now you see. Now you see. Yo, this is crazy. I actually put 2 posts on my channel. I swear on everything. The first one I put up was like an hour ago when I was like, I'm speechless. Because at one point, it looked like the Spurs was up, excuse me, like what, 27, 29 points in the game? And I was like, are we really seeing it? Like, is this really happening? The damn, the Spurs scored like 70-something points in the first half, it seemed like. The Knicks looked totally lost. So going into the second half, I'm like, there's no way. There was no way the Knicks were going to come back. But slowly but surely, that is exactly what the Knicks did. So guys, let's get into the box score because that's what we got to understand. So in the first half of this game, the first quarter, the Spurs had 41. The second quarter, they had 35. So they scored 76 points. Whereas the Knicks scored 47 points. 47 points. Excuse me, 49 points. That was it. Then in the third quarter, the Knicks scored 26 and hold the damn Spurs to 14 points. 14 points. Then we go to the fourth quarter, and the damn Spurs still got the lead. The lead was going between 17-15, 17-15, 18, 17-15. Then the Knicks cut it to like 11, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, is this really happening? Then they cut it to 9. Then the Spurs go back up. And I'm looking at the Spurs, and I'm saying to myself, they completely lost their way. Because in that first half, I think the Spurs hit, 8 or 9 3-pointers in the first half? Some crazy number. But eventually you knew that they were going to come down to earth. But let me just say this right now. This was an all-time collapse. This was an all-time collapse. An all-time collapse. I thought in the first half, the Spurs coach was doing a fantastic job with calling timeouts, because in some other games, it's like he didn't know how to manage the game. But in the second half, you're witnessing your team literally crumbling, and you don't call a timeout all the way to the point where the Knicks come back. But I think they got within, I think it was 4 points. 4 points. And he's just watching while all of this is happening. The Spurs collapsed. There is no other way to say it but that. This was a historic collapse. This is like the Cavs coming back from being down 3-1 in one game. In one game. The Spurs had no business losing this game. Victor had no business missing those 2 free throws in the end. He missed 2 in a row. In the end of the game, the Spurs looked confused. They didn't even know what they wanted to do. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, they just kept on attacking and attacking and attacking. And I know people are going to give a lot of credit to OG Anunoby. Nah, I'm not giving him all the credit. The person I'm going to give credit for this game is Jalen Brunson. Do you know why? Because even when the Knicks were down, Jalen Brunson kept playing. He kept shooting. He kept shooting. I think Brunson at one point, it may have been in the second or third quarter, he had 15, 16 points. If he stops shooting and he doesn't keep generating points for the team, they get blown up by 30. If Brunson doesn't keep shooting, the Knicks are getting blown off the damn court. That's a fact. So Brunson kept on generating points for the Knicks to the point where everybody else caught up. Mind you, Karl-Anthony Towns wasn't doing nothing. He was in foul trouble. He wasn't doing nothing. And even when the Spurs had a chance to win that game, when De'Aaron Fox stole the ball and all he had to do was make a layup, he missed the layup too. He missed the layup too. This series is over. It is over. It's over. It's over. It's over. I thought the Spurs had a chance coming in tonight to win this game, and it looked like for damn near 47 minutes that I was correct, that the Spurs are going to win this game. For 47 minutes, I was correct. And in the last, 45 seconds or so, the Spurs lost the damn game. It's over. There's no way they are going to be able to bounce back from this emotionally. There's no way. There's no way. There's no Jedi mind tricks. You can't psych yourself out. It's not going to happen. They had their chance and they blew it. Now, I know Victor is a very young player. This is his first time on the stage. I get all of that. We get all of that. But Victor Wembanyama got to be better. You can't be missing free throws left and right. And if you look at Victor, I love him as a player. He's probably my favorite player in the NBA right now. But Victor doesn't know what he wants to do from play to play. I don't know if that's on coaching or I don't know if that's on him. It seems like he gets the most success when he decides to go to the basket. But then at other points, he wants to turn into Kevin Durant. Exactly. He thinks he's a guard. So if Victor is going to play like a guard, what is the point of being 7'5"? He might as well just be 6'5", because you're not using your height advantage. You're not, New York, y'all better stand up. I hope when y'all watching this live, y'all better stand up. You heard? Y'all better stand up watching this live because y'all about to win. Y'all about to win a championship. The New York Knicks are going to win a championship. Stand the fuck up. Y'all about to win a chip. It's about to happen. For real. For real. That arena was just begging to erupt. And the Spurs gave it to them. This series is over. It is over. The only thing we got to talk about now is who's going to be the finals MVP, and that's it. That's it. There's no way, even if the Spurs go back and win game 5, there's no way they're going to come back into New York in the Garden and win. It's just not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. What I am seeing from this series is a few things. Number one, the Knicks are a better executing team down the stretch. They know how to close games. And number two, they're the mentally tougher team. Because the Spurs cannot play with the lead. They did it in game 3, but generally they can't play with a lead. They can't, and that is a sign of not being a championship team. Because championship teams can play with lead. The Spurs can't do it. The Spurs can only play when they're close with you. But they can't play with a lead. They did it a few times, but this was a collapse. I called the Knicks in 5, maybe 6, ran into Rob Parker on Flight Tuesday. He said the Spurs would take the series. They're young, dangerous, but Mike Brown is showing why he's a Hall of Fame coach. Absolutely. Appreciate the comment. Let me read another one. Love how the Kobe guy winning. Love how the Kobe's guys winning the chip. Yes, that's a good point. Tatum, J-Dub, and now Brunson Hart. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Appreciate the comment. I think I missed a few other super chats, but it's all good. I'll get y'all on the next one. New York City, stand up, bro. Stand up. New York, stand up. And let me say this real quick. If the Knicks win the chip, no need to be beating up Spurs fans, bro. Let's just celebrate because they out here calling us hooligans. They saying New York people are acting like gargoyles and savages. Let's just celebrate. Let everybody go home and let's just throw this party. We don't need to beat up nobody. We don't need to jump nobody. That doesn't need to happen. Let's just enjoy the game and enjoy this series. New York City is about to win a championship. I told y'all. I done said it many times on this channel. I said it would be a beautiful thing for the Knicks to win the title. And now y'all see it. Now y'all see it. What other team and what other city can bring this kind of excitement to the finals? What other team? There is no other team. There is no other team that can bring. I don't know if y'all seen this, but let me show this to y'all real quick. I don't know if y'all seen this. This right here will explain to you the excitement surrounding this finals. Let me show y'all this post real quick. I had it on my phone. Look at this real quick. Look at this, yo. This is game 3 was the most watched NBA Finals game 3 since 1998. Since 1998, this was the most watched game. Do you know who played in 1998? Michael Jordan. 1998 Finals was Michael Jordan that was playing. That's how many people watched this game 3. Oh, yeah, Wemby did not come through. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Victor Wembanyama had a nice looking box score. If I look at the box score, he had what? 24-13. But he didn't come through, man. You can't miss those free throws. You can't. You can't. This is a choke job. There's no other way to say it, but it's a choke job. Let me see this. I have no dog in this race, but I must say I'm very impressed with how New York came back in this game. Absolutely. Coming into this series, I told y'all, I wouldn't be particularly mad at who won this series because I'm supporting Victor, but I grew up in New York. So whoever won this series, it's a win-win for me. I would love to see the Spurs win because of Victor, and I would love to see New York City win. So I'm literally watching as a basketball fan. Y'all seen every single game of the finals, I done went live. I went live when the Knicks won 2 games in a row. I went live when the Spurs won. I'm going live every night because I'm enjoying this series. You ain't say bleep. We got the video, so I ain't gotta lie about nothing. I mean, the videos is up here, so I ain't gotta lie about nothing. It's the Epstein file job. I'm a Knicks fan, but man, it's suspect. Oh, all right. So you know what he's talking about. Let me show y'all this for the people that maybe watching this channel for the first time. So let me show y'all this. I don't know if y'all seen this. Stephen A gonna act a damn fool tomorrow. He absolutely is. So let me show this to y'all. So this came out in the beginning of the NBA finals. I mean NBA playoffs, right? It says new leak Epstein file suggested the NBA script and the champions have already been decided from 2019 to 2026. So you can see even the date on this post. That's May 12th when I screenshotted it. So look at this right here. It says to Jeffrey Epstein, that's the email, on April 19th, April 16th, 2019. Anyway, it says, hey, hi, Jeffrey. How are you? Where are you? And when are you coming back to New York? Here is the updated list of NBA champions for the next 10 years. Now look at this. Toronto, Los Angeles, Milwaukee, Golden State, Denver, Boston, Oklahoma, and the New York Knicks in 2026. Now, when I read that back in May, late April, I laughed my ass off. I was like, the Knicks? I laughed my ass off. I'm like, the Knicks going to win a championship? Everybody laughed. Why would the Knicks win a championship? That's what I thought. When you got the Spurs, you got the Nuggets, you got the Thunder, you got all of these teams, right? You had Boston. I'm like, there's no way the Spurs are going to win, the Knicks are going to win the title. And then with every series that the Knicks advance, I'm like, holy shit. It looks like the Knicks may go ahead and win this month. Some people have said that this is fake. I don't know if it's fake or not, but it looks like the Knicks are going to win. Let me read this comment right here. Now they said Epstein thing is fake. I think they capped about he said, I think they capped about the cap. Knicks get a record-setting comeback. Somebody drew this up. Yeah, but nah, man, I don't see how you blow. Like, I don't see how this is scripted. I don't see it. It looked to me like them niggas was choking for real. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like. The Spurs choked this one away. This is the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history and the greatest choke job in NBA Finals history. It depends on how you want to slice it. It depends on what storyline you want to go with. It's either the biggest choke job or the biggest comeback ever. If it goes back to New York, I hope Trump attends. What was the guy? Appreciate the super chat. Spurs realized in that moment it was them against all of New York City. Yeah, it was a wrap, man. In the first half, Wemby played the right way. Vassell and Harper were balling. In the second half, they went away from what got them their lead. What a choke job. I think some of this is also coaching. I think the coach for the Spurs isn't really that great in late game situations. I'm being honest with you. I really don't. And I don't think he's a great game manager, honestly, in terms of you. He used his timeouts properly, like in the first half, but like he's not good at drawing plays out of. He's just not good. He's not. It's not scripted. There are people that can see the future, ancient, demonic, divination, for real, but I won't speak. Come on, man. Some of us got to go to bed here, man. You trying to scare us, man. Come on, come on, son. Like you hit me with the demonic, and come on, son. I got to go to sleep. I got to go to sleep after this, man. I'm not trying to sleep with one patch open over my eye, man. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, this is pretty crazy, man. New York look like y'all gonna win the chip. New York City is going to be champs, bro. New York is going to be champs. The Knicks will be NBA champions. And think about it. They're going to be getting their revenge against the Spurs, who beat them in 1999. Think about that. It's true. I thought of y'all. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Here's yet another example of where Stephen Curry's greatness ruined basketball with all the 3-point shooting while ahead. That was not the original reason why the 3-point line was made. Yeah, I appreciate the comment in the super chat, fam. Yeah, it's just the way the NBA is, man. They're just going to keep taking those threes, because they're playing the math number. 3 is more than 1, so they're passing up high percentage shots trying to play the probability that if I keep that's essentially what happens. It's a game of probability over high percentage shots, and that's how they got their asses whooped. Dylan Harper needs to retrace a request immediately. Somebody explain why he got benched. It is clear Wemby is jealous. And man, knock it off with that shit, man. Let me read this. Wemby is trash. Yeah, these got to be LeBron fans. Only LeBron fans gonna be calling Victor Wembanyama trash. All right, now y'all. But so if Wemby is trash, what is SGA? Because he beat the MVP. So if he beat the MVP, what's the MVP? If the dude that beat the MVP is trash, so what's the MVP? Come on, man. Y'all got to stop with this trolling, man. Live by the 3, die by the 3, son. You already know. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. Now, in terms of the finals MVP so far, I know some people were saying Karl Anthony Towns. I know some people are saying, what's his name? OG Anunoby. For me, the NBA Finals MVP thus far. So the NBA Finals MVP thus far is Jalen Brunson. He's scoring the most points. He's not shooting really a good percentage, but it's the finals and they're playing defense. That year that LeBron, I think, averaged 38 in the final. 41 in the finals or something. He shot 38% from the field. So it's the finals and he's shooting and he's producing. To me, it's Brunson. If Jalen Brunson doesn't get hot and keep generating points while the Knicks were trying to get back on course, this is a 30, 40-point blowout. So I'm going with Brunson. Nah. We're not giving it. No. I'm not giving it to no damn OG Anunoby. Only OG Anunoby is a great player, but Brunson is the one the entire defense is keying in on. He's the main guy. It's Jalen Brunson. No, we're not giving it to no damn OG Anunoby, man. And OG Anunoby is a great glue guy, but no, it's Jalen Brunson. Let's not do that to Jalen Brunson, please. Let me read this comment. Charles, do you think Fox should have held the ball instead of contested the layup? I'm trying to remember what play. The only play I can remember from De'Aaron Fox is that layup that got blocked. That's the only one I can remember right now. Anybody notice how sloppy the NBA looks in this era? Yeah, I think it's because of the decisions that these teams make in late games. This is why LeBron needs to retire. He will not win another title. There are too many young teams competing next season. No. The Lakers are planning to give LeBron $50 million a year so he can come back and get his ass whooped by these teams. So that's what the Rich Paul and them are looking for money. Meanwhile, these teams are looking for championships. So that's fine. But that's what those guys are talking about. Wemby isn't trash, but the taunting he did is a bad look now. You have to close. 2 missed free throws, missed dunks, lobs, healthy Wemby still goated. Yes, he's a great player, but he didn't deliver in some key moments, and that's going to be on his legacy. This the same way it's on LeBron's legacy. It was on Magic Johnson's legacy. It was on all of everybody has to wear their jacket. You don't get to take your jacket off, bro. It's part of who you are, so you're going to rock it. Because if Wemby comes back and wins this year or next year, whatever year he does, we're going to give him his credit, but it's part of the story. We're not wiping shit away. It's part of his story. The Knicks are winning the title, y'all. The New York Knicks are winning the championship. It's over. It's over. It's over. You just lost a 29-point lead. How in the hell are you psychologically going to be able to get up and go back and play? Even if they win, even if the Spurs win, and by the way, there's a legitimate chance that they could lose game 5. There's a real chance that the Knicks can close them out on the road. Don't think that that's not a possibility. It could happen. Wemby got more wins in his first finals than LeBron. Ooh, yo, this guy, man, he's trying to get something started. Yeah, like I think the Knicks could win in game 5. But even if they don't, I think the furthest this series goes is game 6, and that's it. And don't be surprised they lose game 5. But the furthest this series is going is game 6. It is not going a game beyond. If it goes beyond game 6, then all bets are off. We are watching probably the greatest finals in NBA history if it goes to game 6, or it's going to be one of the greatest ones. Today's NBA is trash, nothing but selling for threes. Plus, anytime a team signs a Rich Paul client in Fox, they destroy the team from within. Appreciate the comment, man. I guess so. Charles, the turning point happened after Wemby flagrant foul on Cat. He need to cut that dirty play out. Yeah, people are saying there's a dirty. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the league is too soft, man. I don't know how these plays is dirty, bro. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's a dirty play. I just think the league is mad soft. And whenever something happens, all of a sudden, you seen Draymond Green talking like, yeah, man, that was a crazy play. Yo, dog, you talking? Draymond Green going around kicking people in a nuts and Shoryukins and all of that crazy shit. He the one that's talking? Come on, man. I just think it's just the league is soft. Jalen Brunson is the finals MVP. That's who I got. That's who I got being the finals MVP right now. That's who I got. Y'all can talk about OG Anunoby. Y'all can talk. Well, Karl Anthony Towns is not the finals MVP. Like, so y'all need to throw that entire conversation in the garbage. He's not. It's Brunson, and then y'all figure out the rest. Mike Brown outcoached Mitch Johnson. Again, yes, he did. Mitch Johnson is terrible at a few things. Number one, putting his best player in the best spots to score. That's number one. Number two, he is a horrible game manager. Horrible. How do you blow a 29-point lead, for goodness sake? How do you do that? He just sits there with his arms crossed watching it happen. I don't know if he thinks that he's Phil Jackson. You're not Phil Jackson, and these guys aren't the 2001 Lakers. Phil Jackson used to do that because he was playing, or rather he was coaching a veteran team. This is not a veteran team. It's a young team. So you actually have to call timeouts. You have to calm them down, get the offense organized. He does none of that. He just sat there and watched them blow the lead. That's all he did. The honey parade is coming. I guess so, man. Like, so, yeah, absolutely. You could see it. Let's not forget, this is not Greg Popovich that the Spurs have at the helm. So the Spurs have a lot of growing to do, especially, and also the coach. Especially the coach as well. Yeah, man, New York is going to win a championship. It's not scripted. Sucks. We live. We live in a simulation. What else we got? Taylor Swift is happy. Is Taylor Swift from New York? I just felt like Taylor Swift popped up just to be on camera. Yo, I think Taylor Swift popped up in there just because it was like the place to be and the place to be seen. I don't think she's a Knicks fan. Have y'all ever seen Taylor Swift in a Knicks game before? Is she from New York? I have never seen Taylor. She from New York? I ain't never seen her at a basketball game ever, in a Knicks game. Ever. She just popped up out of nowhere. Okay, Taylor Swift is from New York? I don't know. Well, if she's from New York, I definitely ain't never seen her at a Knicks. Let me see. Taylor Swift. I don't think she's a Knicks fan. I think people like her went there to be seen. That's what I think. Fox should have held the ball and ran off some time and get a foul instead of trying to scream. Yeah, man. Hindsight is 2020. A lot of people are going to try to ride that wave. A lot of people. Okay, she's from Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's not New York. She's from the East Coast, but that's not New York. Now some people are saying, all right, so she's not from New York, basically. She's not from New York. She just went there. She put on a Knicks shirt. It's like, come on, you're not from New York. To knock that shit off. You're not from there. Why you got on a Knicks shirt? I've never seen Taylor Swift at a basketball game ever. Now you got on a Knicks shirt. Come on, man. Like, knock it off. Okay, she's from Pennsylvania. Who cares? Everyone was a cloud. Nah, not really. No. You had a lot of Knicks fans that were there that been Knicks fans for a long time. No. A lot of those people that were there have been people that have been there for a very, very, very long time. Adam Sandler, and all of these other guys, Spike Lee. Some of those people have been there like for real. Some of them even traveled on road games. Let me read this comment here. Spurs built like Dwight Howard, Magic 3-point shooters. Spike Lee was not nobody gonna say he cloud chasing. They paid her to be there more than paid her for what? Hold on. Did you just say they paid Taylor Swift for viewership? You think the New York Knicks needed Taylor Swift for viewership? You think the Knicks needed Taylor Swift for viewership? The Knicks. Y'all giving Taylor Swift way too much credit. Come on, man. Stop. Like, stop that right now, please. Taylor Swift is from Pennsylvania, just like Joe Biden. Okay, I don't know how Joe Biden. You could have said Meek Mill or somebody. He said just like Joe Biden. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, man. So big congratulations to the Knicks. Y'all going to the y'all definitely gonna win a chip. To the Spurs, man, and Wemby. Y'all collapsed, man. This was embarrassing, son. This was absolutely embarrassing, I gotta say. This was an all-time embarrassment job, and they are going to get rocked tomorrow. The San Antonio Spurs are going to get rocked tomorrow, bro. It's going to be a rough next 24 to 48 hours. It's going to be rough. Bro, Spurs coach needs to be fired, and yes, Wemby needs shopped. He is not who we think. Now, I think Wemby. First of all, I appreciate the super chat. I think Wemby can develop, but the Spurs coach, he's not really that great, if I'm being honest with you. And Wemby needs to develop. Appreciate the comment. Is it karma for Wemby? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's karma. What got me is you fools believe the NBA is real. Well, my brother, I don't know, man. Movies ain't real either, but they sure are entertaining. So I don't know. You go figure. Hopefully Wemby learns from this. Hopefully. What a game. Absolutely, it was a game. De'Aaron Fox is screwing up in this series. To hell with the ankle issues. Shout out to Too Raw in the comments there. I love basketball. So do we. Wu-Tang. Yeah, I didn't see the Wu-Tang performance. San Antonio needs a veteran coach. Yes, they do. Too Raw in the building. Wemby is still inexperienced. Yeah, I mean, he is, but that's part of the growing pains. Everybody went through it. Magic Johnson took his licks, and he's a top 5 NBA player of all time. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Wemby going to have to learn. They turned the magnets on tonight in the second. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think we had fun in here, man. I think we had fun. Shout out to the Knicks fans in the building. Shout out to the NBA fans in the building. Shout out to everybody that turned up for tonight. I think this is the biggest live we had for a Knicks live. Usually we got a few hundred people in here, but for this one, we broke the record. We had over 1,000 people in this live for the Knicks, so this is a big one. Fox should have dribbled out many one-on-one mistakes by the Spurs. They're missing fundamentals in many ways. Absolutely. I told y'all. The coach, he's horrible at game management. So managing games and late in the game, you could see it. And their inexperience really showed. Miracle and MSG. And what's so crazy, before I close, this person that says Miracle, isn't it just appropriate that a moment like this occurred in Madison Square Garden? If the Knicks win this series, this game will go down in the lore of Madison Square Garden. We're going to look back years from now and say, remember when the Knicks came back from being down 29 in Madison Square Garden? It's going to be part of the whole lore of that entire building. It's just absolutely insane. And now y'all see why I said the Knicks should be in the finals. Y'all seen the excitement. My dad, who doesn't watch basketball at all, he don't live in the States, nothing. He texts me today. So, who are you rooting for in the finals, the Knicks or the Spurs? I'm like, what? I'm like, you're following it? He goes, well, I'm always watching the news, and I keep hearing about the Knicks, so I had to ask you. That said it right. That should let you know. That right there should let you know everything. That should let you know everything. And this is what, NBA players continue to pass up. It's a double-edged sword because if you fail in New York, you're going to fail. But if you win in New York, you're going to win for real. If the Knicks win, Jalen Brunson going to be the damn mayor of New York City, bro. I'm telling you. Can you imagine what the parade is going to be like? That tip moment is just like the Horry shot against the yep. That was a big shot. That was a big tip in by OG Anunoby. He said, real talk, Castle and Harper. I think Harper might be an even bigger problem than Castle in the future. I think Harper may be a bigger the Spurs low-key got like a dude that could be like at the level of like a James Harden coming off their bench, like for real. Because that dude is not playing like a rookie. He is not. And he has a supreme level of self-confidence that young man has. And, you know, his father was an NBA champion, so no one should be surprised by that. He played with Michael Jordan and the Bulls, so no one should be surprised by that he got that. He's made of the right stuff. When the Knicks win the championship, will Brunson be ranked the top 20 player of all time? No, I don't think so. No, let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes. But what I hope this does is that seeing the fanfare and the excitement that comes with winning in New York, I hope in the future it lures other top free agents. Because the number one free agent market in the NBA, let's just be for real, is LA. Right? It's LA. But I think that if they win and, you know, you see all the fanfare and everything that comes with that, hopefully in the future, big name players consider going to New York City. Because, I mean, I grew up in New York, so I don't know how people be passing up New York. You got money and you living in New York City, bro. It's like you're in the center of the universe. I'm telling you. Now, I know it depends. I don't know if you like good roads to drive and all of that or whatever you like to surf or whatever it is. But New York is still New York. You want to be quiet, live a quiet life, you can go out to the Hamptons, take your helicopter or whatever it is. You know, you want to live like New York got it all, man. And on top of that, you going to get some of that swag to rub off on you. You're going to get that bop. You're going to get the lingo. We must never overlook the lingo. You're going to get that too. He said New York taxes though. Look at California's taxes. Do you see those millionaires running away from California? They all still there. So, at that level, people are paying for the price. That's the price of admission. You earn that much money. Yeah, the taxes are high, but man, you got the money. You can live wherever the hell you want to live. Imagine if the Spurs had Jokic instead of Wemby. Imagine if the Spurs had, Jokic is a more experienced player and all of that. Yeah, imagine the ball move. Yeah, that he would be great, but then you take away some of the defense and all of that. So you got to look at it from that standpoint. Spurs need to hire the best strength coach money can buy for Wemby so he can be able to play in the post. Yeah, and he needs to actually focus on playing in the post. It's not just he needs to also think of that as well. Mike Brown getting some sweet revenge on De'Aaron Fox for running him out of Sacktown. Yeah, I heard that. Appreciate the comment. A lot of people have alluded to that point as well. Cali takes care of his people, has rent control, etc. Okay, well, I don't know all the different machinations of each of those cities like that. New York ain't even close since New York ain't even close. Came close, I think, since 9/11. Well, I was there in 9/11. I was there. I was actually in school when I was actually in high school when that happened. I was in art and design. I remember it. I was in Manhattan. When 9/11 went off. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know how many people watching this live was in New York when that happened. I was there. And it was unlike something I have never seen. I remember I was in English class. My English teacher was Mr. McGrady. I think he was saying something, and then all of a sudden he put on the radio. Yeah, we had the radio back then. He put on the radio, and he was like something in the world. Then all of a sudden I heard on the PA system, Charles Tabansi, come downstairs. So I go downstairs. First all you heard was sirens. Everybody in here lives in New York, sirens happen all the time. So I thought it was just another day. But in this day, there were a lot of sirens. I get downstairs, I see my mom and her friend. The entire 2nd Avenue was just no cars. Just people walking up and down. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? And I finally got in her car, and we were driving out the city. It took us hours to get out of Manhattan. Hours. And a dude pulled up next to us in a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. I will never forget it. In a black Mercedes-Benz S-Class, it was him alone. In the car, the windows were rolled down, and he was covered in, dust and blood all over his body. And my mom looked right over at him, and she started crying. It was crazy during 9/11. I was there. So many of my friends had to walk from Manhattan to Brooklyn. Do you know what it is walking from Manhattan to Brooklyn? You got to cross the New York Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge. It was chaos. I remember it. I was there. I was definitely there. Jordan used to stand with hands behind his back. It's all okay. I think that's somebody else. I think somebody left a comment. I think I missed that. I don't know. I think I mixed some comments here. Wemby's bag has shown to be LeBron-esque. He needs 40 pounds and 2 months with Hakeem. Well, he spent time with Hakeem. Long road ahead, 3-4 years minimum. Appreciate the comment. Anyway, he said, got them big ass rat hands too. I now that you mention it, I haven't thought about what rat hands look like. But anyway, appreciate you guys, man, for being a part of this live. We had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. But thank you guys for turning up to this live, man. God bless. God bless all of you guys. Have a good one. Y'all have a good one, man. Have a good one. Catch y'all later.